make sure everything's golden. And if it is, I'm about to find out. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it's not. Give me just a second to figure that out. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it's. Okay, we're good. We're golden, I think. The video might be a little wacky, but I don't really give a shit. How are you? Maybe it just needs clean. Give me a second. Like 2.5. Maybe that's all it needs. Just a quick. Let's fucking go. How are you? Happy Thursday. Let's fucking go. We're almost to Friday. With all that being said, welcome in. I'm so sorry that I am late. I actually did not go to bed until 5 o'clock this morning. I was back up at 9 o'clock. And then I was like, okay, let's go. Let's get stuff started. Let's start painting. Let's do what we said we're going to do. And then life happened. You know how that happens. Life just kind of takes over. And it's like, oh, you thought, wow. And then it throws something at you like you don't expect. And you could tell me whether or not you want me to start the stream with some paint stuff right into gameplay. I was about to raid out. Like, I'm so used to like doing the damn thing, right? Going in here. Let's do a poll. Paint or straight to games? Definitely we're gonna straight crack open some Peach Bellini because guess what? How should we label this? Where to start? Let's just label it that because we never know what the fuck we're doing, okay? 100% facts. How are you? I hope all of you are having a wonderful Thursday. Thirsty Thursday is a fucking thing. That was weird. I got a phone call on one phone and got the voicemail on another. Anyways, moving on. So responses are paint first. We'll just actually put paint and games. Or paint then games. Because I really don't want to only just paint. So please don't pick only just paint. I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm going to start that poll, and it's got 5 minutes going on it. So in that time of the 5 minutes, let's fucking get high. Let's get turned up just a little bit. Have some smoke. I'm fucking opening one of these because it's been that sort of day, right? It's been that sort of day. It's been that sort of fucking day. I'm glad to be here with you, though. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else than where I'm at right now. So please, with that poll, I hope that is. Yes, it's been Queen Foxy. How are you? I am doing wonderful now. How are you doing? How's your Thursday going? Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Thursday, ready for Friday. It's really good to see you in here. Good, just relaxing. That's always good to hear. Relaxing is always nice. There's nothing wrong with that. Man, I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I scrambled so hard to get you guys, like all day I'm like thinking about like feeling so bad. Like I did not get on stream. I did not paint. I told people I was going to do this. And I feel like I get so stressed out and scrambled. But then when I finally get here on where I can just sit here with y'all and hang out, I just feel like I can breathe. Like I'm at home. You know, you go home from work, you kick off your shoes, and you're just chilling. That's the way I feel when I get here with you guys. I just feel like, man, this is where it's at. This is where I'm supposed to be. So, that being said, my Thursday now is smooth sailing. Hi, Gemini. I know. I was so late. I'm so late. I'm never again going to say. I'm just going to say, from now on, I'll just say, like, hey, there's going to be a pop-up stream this afternoon. I won't even give it time. That way I won't even be late for it. That's all I can promise. And there'll always be an evening stream, though. There will always be an evening stream where I'll be, like, around 8 o'clock, maybe a little before, maybe a little after. How are you, Gemini? Welcome in, Queen. How are you doing? How is your Thursday? It is so good to see you here. So good to see you here. Hopefully you're queening the day away. Because, working on our queendom. Man, you know what? That's because we have that twin thing going on, Gemini. That's why we got that thing going on, right? We twinning out our lives. It's great, man. It's just a Gemini thing. I love being a Gemini. I'm not gonna lie. Geminis, we rock shit out. We boss out life a little bit. Got a little bit of attitude. Plus, we're sweet. It's like sweet and sour. You know what I mean? Depends on how you treat us. Oh, it's been a better day. I'm so glad. And exactly, it's the Gemini thing. I'm so glad it's been a better day for you. How did that detox stuff go last night? I know you were taking, was that the last of it that you had to do, or you're still doing some of that tonight? Yikes. That part, she said. Yeah, that part. I remember that conversation last night. I'm sitting here busting the fuck out of nothing. Sitting here hanging out with y'all. Think I might go for another one tonight and be done. I mean, if that's what you feel you need. But remember last night you said you feel like it might be a scam. So don't put yourself through the torture if you don't feel like it's truly doing what it said, because you never know. That would be just like definite waste of your time and definite like gag factors going on and all kinds of stuff that's gross. But hopefully it's just all smooth sailing. It's going to take that third dose of it and then everything will just start being like, I know you did say you were feeling better the other day, so you feel so much energy today and it's not a waste. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Because like we were saying last night, there's so many scams out there, people just trying to get $1 from the next person. You know what I mean? So that's definitely good to hear that it's actually working. Has anybody else done any sort of like detox for your body or anything? It's like, okay, painting game. 100%. Let me go look at those. Has anybody else done like some sort of detox for your body? You got the results? Painting games it is then. Alright then, we have to change up the lighting just a tiny bit. So bear with me with my. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna change up my lighting really quick, so it's gonna go dark in here for just a second. Okay. So what I'm gonna do first, since we're gonna paint, because Paul wins the results. This little fellow, which I posted pictures in my Discord. He does not have hair yet, but he definitely most certainly looks like he does in the Discord. So thank you for interacting with that poll. I love interacting with you guys. I'm going to do a rooting map on Bliss. So what that is, actually I can use Prisma pencil because his hair, he's going to have a lot of hair. Prisma colored pencils, they're expensive, but they work on vinyl. I've done eyebrows and all kinds of stuff with the Prisma pencils. However, these little buddies, His little eyebrows right now, I painted those suckers 3D style, several layers, and I think they look great. Just saying. Um, Probably the best ones I feel. I say that about every dog. Like, this is the best one I've done so far. 7 years later, I'm still saying that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is what a rooting map is. It is where you map out how you are going to root the hair on the doll head. So let me grab the right color because we do not want to put purple or red on this little guy's head. I am so in need of these. So next payment I get, I am ordering new pencils. We're going to use this brown one. And I think in my last video, if you were watching the paint sesh, people will say do not varnish the head when you root the hair. After varnishing the head, if you're going to root hair, you will crack the varnish on top. I have perfected a way to not do that because I don't use so much. So where I start is, let me see if I actually have, I might have to go get some chalk. I love to use chalk for this part because chalk wipes right off the vinyl. And then I will go over it with so much stuff in here. You would never think. See, there's the pliers I was looking for. I'm telling you, sometimes these dolls, you gotta take some tools to these suckers. What are the pliers for? Well, lots. I actually meant to grab the chalk before I came back here. So let me run out to the other room and grab the chalk so that I can put this on him. If you want to hear anything as far as music, let me know. Put it in the queue and I will. No. You're good. You're good, girl. I'm usually watching 4 streams all day long. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me grab that chalk. Girl, I cannot lie. It's gonna take some time to get this thing together. Okay. I'm back. I have most of the hair stuff out in the living room because I will sit out there when I do hair to kind of take a break from this area because I do all my paint here. I live here, right? Okay, so I learned a neat little trick actually when you're rooting hair, you use Vaseline in each section. It's a game changer. I just learned that with the last baby doll I did, and it was actually a game changer. So, chalk, just chalk. So where I start, you gotta kind of line up what you're doing, right? So you want to make sure it's all even. So this is why I use chalk. I'll take it from the tip of the nose. And it's not going to be crooked, so it's hard to do it backwards. I'm going to take it up. Because, you know, it's a good place to start. Right down the middle. Toddlers are a little bit different to root. Same concept, though. So I'm going to take it from there, from the nose to the back of the neck. And then I'm going to take it from temple, because these marks that I'm making right now, these are going to be the guidelines. Do not go past that. You want to go to forehead where the flat part, where it goes flat, you're going to make like a border. And then I'll go over this again. And me, I don't totally map. Like if I see something I want to go ahead and like the sideburns or something like that, and little noises, I'll bring it around. We know we're going to have that little peak there. So you just basically follow the head, follow the hairline. You're going to follow around. I'm going to map this. And then there's going to be little other little borderline sections that'll tell you which direction you're going to root your hair. A lot of people draw the arrows in. I don't do all that. I don't draw the little arrows in. I just kind of get a basic guideline down. Make sure everything looks symmetrical. And then I might go online, check out some hairstyles, on toddlers. This little guy, he's going to have a lot of hair, super thick. So he's got 2 ounces of hair. I've never worked with that much hair, but I'm pretty excited because I know I'm not going to run out. Any other time, I'm like, okay, well, you'll have that. So with the swirl, which, toddlers, that's about the time where that swirl is kind of turning into just, you can't really see it as much anymore. But you want to be able to, so when you start there, because that's always a starting point, I always put mine right here at the back of the head. You want to be able to see it, or not see it from the top of the head. I don't like to see mine. I like to see it right here at the back, so that when I turn it like this, I'm not going to see the circle that I just drew. But if I turn it to the side, it's just like, I don't know how to explain that. It's like barely, you could barely see it from the top. You want to make sure it's at that flat part. You can put it on the left side. You can put it on the right side. I've made 2 double swirls on them before. It's a process, but from there, from that little circle right there, that's where I start like, okay, now I can fuck shit up, right? Like I can get it going where I need to go. Which I'm going to start going forward first. I know a lot of people say, they do what we do what we want, right? Honor creativity. I'm trying to decide really what kind of hairstyle I want him to have. So this is just going to be kind of a rough draft until I can actually look at some. Let me know about it at that point. So this one, I'm thinking, I'm actually using, for the first time ever, I'm using 3 different colors of hair to blend. Normally I just stick with one color and yada yada yada, but this one actually, I'm like, okay, let me try my hand at blending. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out. Sometimes I go for one thing and it ends up being another. So that's the only thing I worry about sometimes, even with my rooting maps. I'm like, well, you're not going to even follow your own rules. So, you just have that. Hey, Mary J. You knocked in tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm good. How are you? PVO Zoe, how are you? You guys, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm just drawing a rooting map on Bliss. We did a poll. We decided we would do a little bit of paint before games since I missed out today, and I feel like I let everybody down. So I'm pretty excited that we are doing painting in games. I have this vision of this little guy with this cute little haircut because he has blended hair, so it's like different colors, and then there's going to be some wave to it. Super freaking soft. It's like the softest hair I've ever used, honestly. So I'm pretty excited to work with it. I get excited to work with it, and then like the first day goes great. I'll get a whole side of the head done, and then it take me like 2 weeks to get the other side done, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, how did that happen? Like, it took me. I'm telling you, my Google tried to listen to me and try to listen to the damn thing. Okay, I'm almost done with this. You want everything to kind of ebb and flow, right? You don't want things to be like you draw a line here and then you have one going straight back or something. You kind of just want all the lines to like flow, so you kind of get an idea of what his head is going to be looking like. And then I'm kind of glad I got that done because I wasn't sure exactly. Just behind the ear, that's where all the hair changes direction. Just before the ear, the way you root the hair is going to go straight back towards, always going towards that crown. And then when you get behind the ear, it's more of a, like a swoop up towards instead of a straight back. Is directional rooting. When I first started, I did directional root. There's so many different styles of rooting. You can do like stab and grab. You can do mono rooting and micro rooting, which is what I do. Mostly just mono rooting, because micro rooting, I don't have the eyes for that. That's literally one hair per hole. I'll do exactly one hair, in the hairline, making sure that looks perfect. And then as you get back in, it's like 1 to 2 hairs. You might catch a third hair. Usually I try to pull that out, but just that specific one hair deal. I've actually never taken any rooting classes. I've just kind of picked up a lot of stuff along the way. So, Bliss, if you want to see what what his hair is gonna look like, I've got him dressed out in some bluey jammies and with some hair, kind of with a hat on, so it just kind of looks like he's got a little bit of hair, and he looks super cute. So now that he is aside, what I'm going to do right now is we're going to put some skin texture layers on the little tiny strawberries and cream baby that we're working on, and I'm so glad that we're doing this now because I really needed to get some layers on today. And I'm not going to do like I'm not going to do the red, yellow, and blue primary with her specifically. My little Carol Baskin, like I like to call her. I'm going to show her little face right now. She does have her veins. Man, she's a glitterful. She had glitter all over her. She's going to be super cute. Wait till you see her when she's done. I can already see her in my head what she's going to look like. Cheers, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. How was your day, PBO? How was your day, Mary J? Let's take time to actually smoke some Mary J, right? I have some, I think it's called like Grease Bucket or something. I don't know. It's good shit. That's what I know. And I'm trying to find the container because I can add a little bit more. Good stuff, good stuff. I am so ready for Friday, y'all. I would have been on here earlier. I promise I would have. But 5 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 9, I was trying. And then, when the landlord decides to show his booty, that's a whole vibe. Not that it bothers me or whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm taking care of business behind the scenes in regards to it. So that's why I was late today all day. Y'all smoking with me? Let's smoke. Let's look at smoke. Smoke, 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 smoke. It's hot back here, so okay. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole, baby. Good shit. Good shit. They're talking about going to Arizona. It's good shit. Good shit. If there's audio problems, if there's any kind of problem, please feel free to tell me. Let me know if I'm frozen, like in my videos. crazy, just let me know, because you know you'll have that. Sometimes we try to do our best, and tech has other plans for us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this, because we had that layer that we added, that was the green layer, it should have enough tooth, so to speak, on it for this stuff to just stick immediately. The only thing that I'm going to avoid, if you've been painting along with me, the only thing I'm going to avoid with this color right now, because it is a texture layer, is the tops of the fingers. Because her fingers, she has these really pretty long fingers, and they're going to be a little more dainty, so we're going to skip the part tonight where we go over her fingers, and we're just going to go over everything else. Make sure we grab everything, and we're going to be using a stipple sponge, which is something like this. Like I said, I make my own sponges. So these are like stipple sponges and mottling sponges. See, they're just different ones, different holes. And this is how I make all of the depth and skin tones, texturing. If you do not do these steps for your own stuff, you won't have the depth that you need. It'll be flat, like the paint. I hear a lot of people, or I see a lot of people in a lot of the groups. They're like, "Hey, what am I doing wrong? Like, the paint just no depth, no just real flat on the feet and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Well, are you going over all of it with your mottling, your texturing, your washes?" "Well, no, not the feet." Well, then why not the feet? You gotta do the feet too. Everything. There's certain layers you don't go over, the hands, palms of the hands, or bottoms of the feet, especially with your little ethnics. You've got to be careful. Some people get that all wrong, and they'll just put the skin color all over the hands and feet. And you just got to be real careful and look up some pictures and make sure you're getting the depth that you need. Make sure you're taking all the advice everyone's giving you, because we're all the same thing. Like just like Twitch, just like my team, just like my family, my gang, Insomniac gang, always supporting, uplifting, trying to help out. Same thing with the doll community. It's like, you know, one big family. Everybody just there, like trying to help, and like there's so many groups out there for like beginners and then high-end artists, prototype artists, things like that. Which I had an opportunity to kind of work towards the prototype artist, and I am not sure if I want to go down that route. It's a lot, and then the pressure's really on, right? When someone sculpts a kit and they send it to you to be painted, to be posted on these websites. Like, I have seen some pictures on there. I'm like, what's going on right there? And it turns, like, even me, like an artist, I won't buy that kit if there's not a good prototype picture up there. Like, if they're showing me something that looks like, for lack of better terms, like a boo-boo baby, or, you know, not that great of paint, you can't get the vision, if that makes sense. I don't know. I can't see the vision. I see that vision and I want to unsee it immediately. So I don't want to be that person where my work's up there, so always like, what the hell happened there? Like, train wreck. No. No thanks. But I am trying to, also my pictures, I just am still trying to work towards the pictures and getting that down. My lighting is garbage right now, but I need to go get another light. Trying to look for some anti-bead just in case. I notice it start beading. If it starts beading on the kit, you do want to have like some sort of anti-bead, or what is it? The Flow Aid. I like to use that, just a tiny little drop. And then if you're using something like Genesis or Heat Set paints, then it's going to be just some thinner. Like Genesis, Heat Set paint's totally different. I'm telling y'all, it does not bead. You put it on, the application is beautiful. It's perfect. It's like beautiful. I have some sitting up there and I'm dying to get my hands in it again, because it's just like this beautiful consistency. You're like, you want to fucking work with that shit. Like, give me that. Like, give me my fucking New Wave oven back. I need to get a New Wave oven with an extender ring. Where mine burnt out, or Ring crack. I don't even really know the terminology of what happened. All I know is that motherfucker doesn't work anymore, and we can't use regular ovens because if we do that, I'm not gonna use Anavita first. I'm just gonna. Can. I've had people say they've never had a problem. I used my one oven for like 3 years, and then maybe even 4. And then I was like, it's probably a bad idea. I don't know. I'm fine. We're fine. You know what I mean? I should not have taken that risk. All I'm hearing now about it, but I don't have that anymore. I have a new one that got put in here, and so yeah, don't bake dolls in your oven. Even working with acrylics and Genesis, people have had like actual lung problems and breathing problems, and like I know what I do, like clearing my throat a lot after using Genesis because they tell you it's like completely odorless stuff going on with the thinners, and should have been wearing a mask all along. So I immediately stopped working with Heat Set, and then here recently I've been contacted by the bigger name companies to like try out some new Heat Set stuff. I'm doing that. I have some that's ready to be tried out. I just have to get that oven replaced. So that's what we're waiting on. Esther's been waiting for a few months. I feel bad. Again, late to the party, but it's okay. She's good. She knows what's up. She's good. Esther's really sweet. She's the owner of Irresistibles, and she got some really, really, really like hundreds of cute dollies on there. Hundreds. Like imagine being an artist and trying to choose. You can't. You want to buy all of them. Like literally, you want to go there and buy every single one. But I have no more space. I have boxes and boxes of them. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I have dolls coming out my ears. I have a whole bin full of dollies that need to be painted. Pretty stoked though about it because I always wanted that. You know, I'm like, I want to get to the point where I'm stacked with all these supplies and all these dolls that I see everybody else having. Right? I couldn't wait to have that, and now I do. And now I'm like, well, shit. I don't know what to do with it. Potty mouth, hey girly. Oh my god, thank you so much. No, you're pretty. You're beautiful. I always think that when I go on your stream. Thank you, OG Ruler. I love OG Ruler. He is a true one. He's a real one. I actually wanted to get in his stream and realized I was late for my own. OG Ruler, are you streaming right now? I think he's streaming right now. Y'all, he's the one. I finally got my emote badges. He helped me figure that out. I think they're being verified right now through Twitch, but my Insomniac Gang emote badges, those are going to be there for everybody to use too. Choosing really is the hardest part as an artist. Yes, ma'am. It is the hardest, absolute hardest thing is choosing which one. Once I get that one though, once you have it, you're just like, well, you know, I see a vision. And then it's hard when other people come along and want to change that vision. Like, hey, yo, could you I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I could do that for you, you know, I could do that shit. So you know, I'm gonna hit this 420 bowl one more time before I've got the paint mixed up. So when you mix up your paint, what you want to make sure is that when you tilt it, that no paint is staying behind. So like no paint, you want it to run back clear. So if you're seeing like paint kind of stay behind and take its time to drain back down to the rest of the paint, you know you just need a little bit more water for that. It has to be so translucent, and this is why it takes so long. You just have to build upon, build upon, build upon. It could be like 10 layers before you see anything, any type of change. It just depends on how you're applying it, though. Some people apply it a little heavier. I don't. I find that if you just do it very translucent, you get such realistic skin texture. It's insane. Like I said, I have fooled nurses and doctors going into the hospital just to like visit with elderly, because that brightens their day more than you know. Like just seeing these little babies and old people are cute. People that work with older people, that is true heart right there. I am one that would rather not deal with. That's a bad word to say. That not bad, but that's not a good way. But I would rather work with the younger little ones. I was a daycare teacher for like 4 years, so but people that are able to do that job with the elderly, I give them all my blessings and praise and thanks, because it takes a special type of person to be able to have the heart to do that, because it does get hard and you can't I think it was Blue Princess I heard the other day saying something like you just can't treat people any type of way, you know what I mean, just because you have a job, or just because you want a job and you just happen to get that one. Maybe you don't want that job, let somebody else have it. I'm cheering you with my joint. Yes, fuck yeah, let's go. What type of paint are you using? I'm using acrylics. Before I forget, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's smoke it down. I'm using acrylic. These are actually Reborn specific paints. They're Ultimate Fusion by Lisa. And unfortunately, Lisa passed away during COVID. But her paints still live on. They're still doing their thing. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to branch out and try some different ones. I think I'm going to switch up to Liquitex here pretty soon. We'll see how this goes. I'm so used to I'm going to use this one with the smaller holes, the little stipple one. And what I'll do is just take my brush and kind of paint that on there, on the top of it. And then I'll blot it really quick. I always start with the head. We always say that because the head, right? You're going to paint the hair, or you're going to root the hair on. So you want to make sure everything is going to be going on smoothly. And so start at the back. Start somewhere where you can, be like, crap, you'll be able to, nobody would ever see it because it'll be figured out, right? That's where we artists usually color check in the most inconspicuous places. Make sure you're getting all the coverage all over, because you don't want to have like everywhere except one spot, because the more paint you're putting on, that spot is going to end up showing through as a different lighter shade or whatever, because you just missed that very tiny little spot. Already giving me troubles. Little Carol Baskin, you better knock it off. Yeah, talk to these little suckers sometimes. She got a whole ass pout. She's pouting. She's cute. This is, like I said, this is one of those Realborn kits from Bountiful Baby, where they 3D print, or when they 3D scan the babies and then produce them somehow. I've heard of Liquitex. Inspired, excited to see the journey. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Liquitex. Really have. I wish I would have done a long time ago instead of like printing out all these other ones. But when someone offers you
Gothic__cowboy followed your channel.
Let's go. Oh yeah, thank you I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Follow.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go.
Bad Santa Gaming followed your channel.
Thank you so much for those follows, guys. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. And we are going to get to Arc Raiders and we're going to try to fuck shit up, or we might get our shit fucked up, but we're going to do the damn thing. We're going to do the damn thing. I am going to avoid her lips as well because, you know, the lips, you kind of want them to be a little more pure. So what I like
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. We can't even slow down. We can't even slow down. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Show me what you do. We can't even slow down. Show me what you do. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out.
General _Lee_high followed your channel.
Show me what you do now. We don't have to go.
Logan _ischool followed your channel.
I appreciate all of the follows. Thank you. Miss Shelby, welcome in.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. Baby, take control now. We can't even stay down. Show me what you do. We don't have to play that music.
Joey Embry followed your channel.
We don't have to go.
Poison Girl 27 followed your channel.
Thank you so much for those follows. Making me feel so. Look, a hype train. Let's go. Let's go. That's amazing. Thank you so much for
Welcome to
that.
my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go.
Bushwaha followed your channel.
Oh my god, thank you so much. We're smoking. Oh my god, look at the biddies, you guys. No way. You're making me feel so loved. Thank you. That is so fucking awesome. Yes, I agree. Thank you so much for that. You guys, what would I do without you? Like, I don't even know what I did before you anymore. Thank you so much. Let's smoke. Are you ready? Miss Shelby, I know you're ready. Y'all, if you have not seen a name in this channel, please go check them out, give them a follow, and make sure, like I said, always check in with yourself, check in with your people, check in with a stranger. You never know whose day you're going to make. A follow could make anybody's day. You could be hitting somebody's goal, and they think it's a goal they've been working on forever, and you could hit their goal just by show them the love. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Taco Boy, look at all the biddies. You guys showing me love. Where I need to be able to do shouts, guys. I don't even have that set up. Shout out to all these people. So look, please give all these people a follow in my channel right now. If you see them in the chat, go check their name out. Give them a follow. Show them the love back. And this is the most supportive community I've ever been in my life. In my entire life, and I'm in a lot of communities. So thank you for that. It really means the world to me. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smoke. I'm gonna read that right now. Watch. I try that. So I'm working. Let me just tell you my setup right now, real quick. I'm working from 3 mobiles right now. So maybe it will. Let me see. Let's just shout out. I think I'm like lacking somewhere in that moment where, anyways, I'm working with the 3 mobiles. So trying to do the dashboard has been different for me, but It'll definitely tag y'all. Yeah, I'm figuring that out. But guess what? I appreciate you all being here. Miss Shelby, thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much. It means so much. I'm shouting out right now. I'm just going to put all the names that I'm seeing. My mom could probably figure it out a little bit better than I could. But you guys, just please, I am going to actually work on that tomorrow. I'm going to get with some people on my team and I'm going to work out those shout outs and I'm going to make sure that they're working right so that every time you come into my channel, you will feel seen. And that's what I want for everybody here. I want you all to feel seen. I want you all to know how much you mean to me. I feel totally blessed that you're here. You don't have to be here, right? And you choose to be. And I've never had anybody show up for me like that, especially like y'all just did for me right now, making me feel so special. So I'm gonna take a drink of this too. This is peach Bellini. I don't know if y'all have had this or y'all like peach, but if you're drinking with me, let's just take a drink. Let's cheers it up. If you need help, I have no problem helping. Okay, Taco Boy, yeah. Facts. I definitely I gotta run some stuff by some people and see what yeah. And then I'll get with you. You can hit me and you can send me a whisper or whatever too. Cause I really need all the help I could get. It's just facts. I just need all the help I can get when it comes to that type of stuff. I am working towards PC setup though, so I appreciate that offer for the people. Splatoon. I got you for anything you need. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Taco's a superstar, Ramon. An even better person, Superman. I love to hear that. Thank you for coming into my stream and taking your time and spending your time here with me. It means the world. It really means the world. Hey, you know what? Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. I feel so special right now. You guys made me feel really good. That made me feel so good. I've had a little bit of a day, so yeah. Well worth it at this point. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and get back to this. We're gonna do this last one layer on the rest of them, and then we're going to move on to our graders. Why are you nervous? Don't be nervous. Because it's talking myself up. When others do it, I get scared. Hey, same. Same sometimes. Like, wait. Do you guys stream? Taco Boy, do you stream? What? Tiguita? Or Guita? Is that how you say it? Am I saying that right? Oh no. Guitar, G guitar. I got you. Like, wait. My phone's half covered by paintbrushes, so I need to move that. Sorry. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The love and support that everybody gives one another here on Twitch is just, to me, phenomenal. This is the type of shit I want to be a part of. I'm not gonna quit. You know what I mean? I'm here to say. I need to remember when I'm doing the hands that not to go over the fingers. That would be different. So if y'all see me go over the fingers, start throwing emotes or something and light me up so I can be like, let me pause and see it. And I'll be like, oh shit. Because if it is wiped off like pretty quickly, it'd be alright. But if it dries on there, well, it's Ultimate Fusion, so it's pretty much staying there. Unless you're really trying to remove it. And you can remove it pretty quickly with rubbing alcohol, so try to keep anything rubbing alcohol away from any of these dolls if you own one or you know somebody that does. I used to do so much. Like, I used to do so much when I first started. I had my printer had broke, so this is why I stopped doing it. But I used to print out birth certificates and sign them. I have all the stuff to do that again. I need to start doing it because I want to get back to the basic of what I was doing. You know, I still do this big, huge box opening where I will wrap up a bunch of stuff and tissue paper and put in little bags, wrap those up with ribbon, and then send it home like a baby shower. But you know, people want to buy their own clothes and stuff like that for the babies. That's the fun part of it, right? You should go out and buy some cute ass shit if you want. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh yeah, box opening, and so I just send stuff like pacifiers because I'll do magnets in my head and all that jazz shit. Brushes, hair brushes. I will mix up my own mohair conditioner and send it home. Usually, well, more recently, because if anybody that's watched this, should be, and they've got my dolls, they'll be like, she lies. She a bunch of lies. She told us how to make it. And more recently, I've started sending home like fake baby formula. It's just like literally it's cornstarch and like yellow food coloring a little bit, and then you mix it with a bunch of water until it's like this saucy mix, and then you put it on a baking sheet and let it dry overnight, and then you just take a fork and break it up, and it looks exactly like baby powder. It's insane. I don't remember where I learned that. And then here's the thing. So I mixed up a bottle of it. So I was like, that's cool. Let me try that. I mixed up a bottle of it and I set it beside the doll that was on display in my living room. And I came back through and I had a double take because the bottle was fucking clear. It was like nothing was in there. And I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, it was just all of the stuff had settled at the bottom, but I was still like freaked out for a second because I didn't have my glasses on. I was just like, the fuck is going on? Nah, we're not doing this shit. You're gonna be just a fucking normal doll or you got to go. I was not having none of that. Some people are really creeped out by the dollies, but I get it. Look at all the shit out there. Look at Annabelle. That was originally, and I didn't know this, it was Raggedy Ann. Was the original Annabelle. I'm like, I don't fuck with none of that shit. Annabelle can stay in her fucking case in the museum. I don't know what's going on with that, or that doll named Robert. I don't know if anybody's heard about that shit. But I'm like, we don't fuck around here. I'm sorry. If anything's moving, you gotta go. You're gonna move and group somewhere else outside of my home. So far, I've been chill. I have had to cover up a couple of my little creepsters though that I've made myself because they're just creepy. Like the Beetlejuice was even the baby bride of Chucky. She was like, she had these eyebrows. She was just angry, and she had these piercing green eyes. And so she was in pieces. I covered her up. I covered Beetlejuice up because the black circles around his eyes just. Wow, man, I was like, oh man, I'm doing too good of a job. I gotta stop. I gotta cover him up. So I did. I covered them up, and they sit around, until. I haven't made a little creepster in a long time. I have a dolly up here. I'm gonna turn into a Pennywise. Oh, not the fingers. So that's going to be fucking fun. I'm excited to do that. I know a lot of people do Pennywise, but I have never done Pennywise. I've done a clown. I did like an ICP themed little clown. It was actually a little ethnic clown. It was a little AA, and it was the pink and blue Juggalo style. Fago was the one I wrote. Fago up the arm, and it was in purple. It was pretty bad the fuck ass. Like, half of its hair was fucking blue, half of it was pink. It was hard as fuck to do that and root it in, but it looked fucking badass. And then I had it looking like a troll at one point because the hair was really cool like that. I still have some of it. I have so much fucking hair here, like so many different colors: purple, pink, blue, green. I have this one. I used it on Baby Yoda, most of it. Yeah, I've done Yoda's little hair. I've actually painted a few Yodas. I made a girl one last. She was fucking badassery. I kind of wanted to keep her low key, but she was one as at that Halloween's just for a drawing. I just do it. Like, hey, come on in, let's go do a drawing, see who gets it, you pay shipping, it's yours. That's what I do. I do that once a year. So I have one for Christmas. It's already ready to go. I'm doing a drawing. That'll mostly be, I mostly keep that to my Facebook. I do not fuck with Facebook like that, but I have so many people I'm not leaving behind. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just leave them behind because they only have Facebook, so I'm going to stay there where I started. If you want to be a part of that, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will give you the information on that. And my group is, my doll art is called Through the Looking Glass Art Dolls on Facebook. And then it used to be a different name, so if you are watching me now, you might know my nursery by Little Beans Nursery for the first, like, probably 6 years. I just recently changed that name. It took me a long time. The other name kind of had some sentimental value, but it wasn't so sentimental anymore, you know? So it was time to move on from that. You have to make room for change to grow, right? Alright, and that is all I'm going to do right now for that. And then this is already mixed up, so when I pick up tomorrow on a pop-up stream, that's how we're going to call it, y'all. These art streams are just going to be called pop-up streams because I do not want to let you down on the times. And I feel bad when I do, so. Now, that's cool. I'm just going to put this in here, and then we're going to switch over to some gameplay. Oh, Miss Shelby, I love your face. Absolutely love your face. I'm glad to have met you. I'm sorry I didn't see that. I just talk so much. Miss Shelby, I'm so glad that I stopped in your stream. And you know, here's the thing. I've been wanting to stop in your stream for a while. And I stopped in for a minute, but I think it was when you were in the smoke shop, and I didn't see you, and I was like, I don't know. I heard some music playing, so I listened to that for a while, and I was like, well, you know, I'll try to catch it again when, you know, I can actually interact and stuff. I don't know. It was like I was very short time in there.